My friends, hold on to your knickers because our illustrious leader Donald Trump is at it again. The tangerine tornado has decided 2 terms just aren't enough for his massive ego. In a phone chinwag with NBC News on March 30th, 2025, Trump declared he's not joking about pursuing a 3rd term, because nothing says respect for democracy quite like openly musing about how to circumvent term limits. Am I right? Now, I know what you're thinking. Isn't there some pesky little thing called the Constitution standing in Trump's way? Well, apparently, that's just a minor inconvenience for a stable genius like him. The 22nd Amendment, ratified back in 1951 after Franklin D. Roosevelt's unprecedented 4-term presidency, clearly states no person shall be elected to the office of the president more than twice. But Trump reckons there are methods which you could do it, though he's keeping mum on the details. One bonkers idea he did share involves having his vice president J.D. Vance run for president and then step aside. Ah yes, the old puppet president switcheroo. Nothing suspicious about that at all. I'm sure no one would notice if Vance suddenly started tweeting incoherently at 3 a.m. and dyeing himself orange. But wait, there's more. Trump claims he's got loads of people begging him to stick around for round 3. He's even gone as far as saying he's got the highest poll numbers of any Republican for the last 100 years. Blimey, that's proper mental, innit? I hate to break it to you, Donny boy, but both George W. Bush and George H.W. Bush had significantly higher approval ratings during their presidencies. But when has a little thing like facts ever stopped the Donald? Now, some might say term limits exist to prevent power-hungry narcissists from turning democracy into a personal playground. But clearly those people just don't appreciate Trump's very good brain and natural modesty. I mean, who needs boring things like laws when you can just rewrite them? That's exactly what Trump's lapdog, Congressman Andy Ogles, is trying to do with a proposed amendment to allow former presidents to serve a 3rd term. Because why bother with pesky things like democratic norms when you can just bin them off like last week's fish and chips? Let's not forget, my friends, that Trump's already made quite the splash since his re-election in 2024. On his first day back in office, he signed the Laken Riley Act and declared illegal immigration a national emergency. He even created the Department of Government Efficiency, or DOGE for short, because nothing says efficiency like adding another layer of bureaucracy, right? It's all part of his master plan to make America great again, and again, forever. Is that so wrong? Trump seems to be taking notes from his BFF Putin on how to become president for life. Next thing you know, he'll be riding shirtless on a horse and accidentally poisoning his opponents. But don't worry, my friends. If Trump managed to slither his way into a 3rd term, he'd be 82 by the end. That's less leader of the free world and more where did I leave my dentures? Of course, not everyone's chuffed about Trump's power grab. Legal experts are having a right old Barney over it. Derek Muller, a professor at Notre Dame, pointed out that the 12th Amendment disqualifies anyone ineligible for the presidency from serving as vice president. So Trump's cunning plan might be as useful as a chocolate teapot. But let's not kid ourselves. This isn't just about Trump's ego. It's about the future of American democracy. If Trump gets his way, it could set a dangerous precedent. We might as well change the White House to Buckingham Palace and start calling him King Donald I. God save America indeed. And what about the rest of the world? I'm sure our allies are absolutely chuffed at the prospect of dealing with Trump for another 4 years. Nothing says stable international relations like a leader who changes his mind more often than his spray tan. If you're as gobsmacked as I am by this turn of events, give this video a cheeky like and subscribe to stay updated on America's descent into monarchy. And remember, in the land of the free and the home of the brave, freedom now comes with an expiration date. And bravery means standing up to term limits. Well, that's all the democracy-threatening news I can stomach for one day. I'm DiParmejan, and this has been another Newscat special report. Remember, in the game of politics, always land on your feet, even if it means clawing your way back into office for a 3rd time.